So you see all the girls on your Instagram feed, your TikTok timeline, and your Pinterest inspo board, and you're wondering, how do I look polished? Well, here's the thing. Looking polished isn't about buying a whole bunch of new stuff. It's more about being intentional. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Lindsay P, in case you are new here. Thank you so much for stopping by, but if you've been here before, hey girl, hey, and nice to see you again. And as you all can tell by the title in this video, we're going to be talking about some simple ways that you could look polished all the time that is going to allow you to show up as her every single day. So the first thing you want to do, girl, is you want to start from within, because honestly, as much time and effort as you put on the exterior, if your interior isn't right, it's really all for nothing. You'd be surprised how much your energy, your skin, your hair, your nails, all of that depends on what's going on inside. So the first thing that you want to do, if you haven't done so already, is book that annual physical. You want to look for things like, are you getting enough vitamin D? Is your iron low? Do you have enough vitamin B12? Are you intaking enough water? Is there some chemical imbalance going on or hormonal imbalance going on that's impeding you from looking and presenting as your best self? Prior to my pregnancy, I had really low iron and really low vitamin D levels, but iron has helped a lot. I noticed that I had some thinning around my edges, and ever since I started implementing iron back into my regimen, my hair has been flourishing. And then of course, we cannot forget some type of physical exercise. When you are moving your body continuously, you have more energy, you feel more active, and when you have more energy, you have more energy to put into the extra things that feed back into you. If you're not moving your body, chances are you're feeling sluggish, you don't have any type of consistency or discipline, and so all of these little extra steps are going to be less likely to do. Now, I'm not saying you gotta go, enter a weightlifting contest or anything like that, but walk on the treadmill 30 minutes a day, take a walk outside. Now that we've covered the basics, let's go ahead and get into some of the more practical day-to-day things that you can do to elevate your appearance. First things first, iron your clothes. I really feel like this is a lost art. If you don't want to iron your clothes, you can easily achieve the same look with steaming your clothes. If you don't have time to do that, I know a lot of dryers have like an iron setting that you can do. You can just pop the outfit in there really quick and the dryer will do it for you. And it really doesn't even matter how much money you spend on your clothing. If your stuff is not pressed, if it's not ironed, you're missing a mark. Next up, we want to talk about your undergarments. What you wear underneath your outfit matters just as much as the outfit itself, if not more than the outfit itself. There is nothing worse than seeing a beautiful woman. You could tell she really took her time. She put her pieces together. She accessorized, and I'm seeing panty lines and bra straps that don't make sense. Oh, that is so devastating, because the outfit that could have been a 10, you have now knocked it down to a 4 because your undergarments weren't right, and that's just not it. Investing in that $30 bra, those seamless panties, is going to make a world of difference when it comes to your overall appearance. As intentional as you are about picking out the outfit, making sure that you're throwing on the proper undergarments with that outfit is critical. Next up, we want to talk about your personal hygiene. Now, I'm sure this is a no-brainer, but you cannot mask poor personal hygiene with a cute outfit. My full body care hygiene routine on most days is pretty simple. I'll use an antibacterial soap first, then some type of, smell good soap to kind of start building up my scent profile for the day, lotion or body butter, a body oil, and then perfume. Of course, I'm also gonna go and do my full skincare routine. Closely following up in line with that is your personal grooming. I like to focus on the big 3. The big 3 essentials of grooming for me are always gonna be your hair, your skin, and your nails. It can be as high maintenance as you want it to be or as low maintenance as you want it to be. But if you are tackling these essential big 3 areas, I promise you the look is gonna eat. So let's start with your hair. You're gonna find a go-to hairstyle that works for you. It can be something like this, like my pixie has changed the game for me. Prior to getting a pixie, my go-to was a good sew-in because it's versatile, it's easy, it was manageable. It can be braids, it can be literally anything, but just make sure it's a style that you can maintain, whether that means financially going to get it done on a consistent basis or something that you can do yourself at home. But when it comes to skincare, you definitely want to be investing in your skincare. And when I say investing, I more so mean time in the morning to do your morning routine and in the evening to do your nighttime routine. You don't necessarily have to put up a whole bunch of money to get good skincare products. My current skincare routine now, it is a mix of high and low end products. Keeping it simple, find the products that work for you and stick to them. And once you start with that baseline, and then you can kind of add in different products to target different concerns, whether that's hyperpigmentation, acne scars, breakouts that you're having, you can start building from there. But the base fundamentals of any skincare routine, mine included, is to cleanse, moisturize, protect. And then when it comes to the nails, my recommendation once again is going to be fairly simple. These are my current nails, and they're actually a little bit more than what I do on a regular basis. These were my baby shower nails, but one thing that remains consistent, and I'll show you because you can kind of tell, is I am always going to go in with some type of neutral base. Hopefully the camera isn't wiping it out. But I'm always gonna go in with some type of nude base and then build off my nail design, or if I'm getting a French tip, off of that. Because as it grows out, it doesn't look terrible. Whenever I would get my nails done and do like a full-on base color of red or pink, once that new growth starts to come in and those nails start to look old, there's nothing you can do. You have to go and get them filled. The new growth doesn't bother me because I pick a base layer that is close to my actual nail color. So I say that to say that when it comes to your nails, you don't have to do the most and go all out. You can do a simple manicure at home yourself. If you want to get fancy with it, you could do a gel manicure. Me, I like to get acrylics because they're durable, they don't break, and I only have to go once a month. Now let's get into the fun part and let's talk about some clothes. I have only 2 tips that I'm gonna leave you all when it comes to always looking polished and put together. The first one is, if you haven't done so already, is to identify a personal uniform. When you know what your outfit formula is, getting dressed becomes less about stressing over the outfit and more about expressing who you are. You want to find something that can work in multiple different situations, and you can elevate it or like keep it a bit more casual. So for me, one of my style uniforms is going to be a small top, wide pants. And it's a style formula that works for me in any situation. So I'm gonna pop up a couple of different examples of a casual look that implements my outfit uniform. And I'm gonna pop up a more dressy / formal look, right? So as you can see by both of these photos, the principles of the outfit are the same. You can use this outfit formula to make multiple different types of outfit combinations, but also your outfit uniform can change depending on the season of life that you're in. So right now that I am currently 8 months pregnant, tight shirt, wide leg bottoms is still working. I actually wore it yesterday for the 4th of July, but my more so go-to in this season of my life is a good dress. You just have to think, what is a silhouette or a pairing that I feel the most comfortable in, and then replicate that in as many different ways as possible over and over and over again. And once you know what your outfit uniforms are, and I'm gonna say uniforms because most people have more than one, it's gonna look like you put more thought and effort into your outfits than you actually did. And all you're doing, like we said in the beginning, is truly just being intentional about choosing pieces and wearing pieces that work for you, work for your body type, and that you just know without a shred of a doubt you're gonna look amazing in. The other tip that I have as it pertains to your clothes is to focus on the fit rather than the size. There is nothing, well, there is something worse, a wrinkled outfit, but in addition to a wrinkled outfit, an ill-fitting outfit will always distract from your presence and your essence and being able to show up as the best version of yourself, because we're not looking at the outfit, we're looking at the fact that you look uncomfortable. If you have to be outside constantly tugging and pulling and sucking in, and you don't even look like you can move and breathe and just be in your own essence, in your own clothes, it's time to hang it up. I can be anywhere from a small, medium, or a large, depending on which brand I'm shopping in. What makes it easier for me to determine which size I should go with is I know my baseline measurements. So even while pregnant, I have measured myself at pretty much every trimester in my pregnancy as I'm purchasing things to make sure that it's gonna work for me, not only now, but also when I'm no longer pregnant. So knowing your baseline measurements gives you a good place to start. And then from there, you can kind of decide, how do I want this item to fit? Sometimes I want an item to fit a little bit more oversized than what it's shown on the model. Sometimes if I notice that the item has a lot of stretch and I want it to be a little bit more form-fitting, I will go down a size. But ultimately, knowing your baseline measurements and then being diligent and reading the description is really going to take you far, and it's going to stop you from wasting a whole bunch of money on stuff that doesn't fit. And my last and final tip is to not rush the process. Getting dressed and getting dressed intentionally takes time, and there is nothing more important than giving yourself enough time to do all of the things that you need to do so that when you step out into the world, you feel as good as you look. When you're rushing, all of those intentional details can get lost. That is when you might skip out on pressing the outfit because you don't have that extra 5 minutes, your Uber's outside and you gotta go. It might take away time for you to try on different accessories and see which ones really work with the look and the vibe that you're going for. Not giving yourself enough time is cheating yourself, and when you do that, you rob yourself of an opportunity to truly show up as your best self. And this is something that I am working on because I will be late, but I'm gonna give myself enough time to get all of the looks together, but I don't want to be someone that is chronically late. I'm starting to take inventory of exactly how much time it takes me to put the whole presentation of Lindsay together, because ultimately I truly think that being well dressed, well put together is one of the highest forms of self-respect that you can give yourself. So now I work backward. If I have to be somewhere at 6, I need to factor in, okay, travel time is gonna be about 30 minutes, which means I need to be done by 5:30. I might wanna shoot some content and some pictures and stuff like that if you're a creator, so add an extra 30 minutes for that. Hair, makeup, outfit can take me sometimes 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get ready. So that means the latest I should be getting ready is 3 o'clock. I should probably be getting ready somewhere around 2:30 to be able to make it on time to a 6 o'clock event, which sounds crazy, but when I show up to that 6 o'clock event, I am not questioning anything. I'm not questioning, should I have changed out these earrings, or man, did I pick the right shoes, or my hair, this one swirls out of place. No. When I show up, I can show up confidently, I can show up fully, I don't have to question anything, and that is because I've given myself the allotted amount of time. Another thing that I have not been successful at, but I'm really trying, is to plan my outfits in advance. So all of the ironing, the steaming, putting things on the hangers, picking out accessories, shoes, all of that can be done in advance. I know some people pick out their outfits on a weekly basis. If that works for you, so that you can be sure on the day that you have enough time to get through the things that you want, you don't have to think about all of the little nuances of your look, then go ahead, be proactive, and plan your outfit out in advance. So all in all, guys, looking up polished every single day isn't about being perfect, isn't about investing a ton of money or buying new pieces, but it is about being prepared, and it is about being intentional. So let me know which of these tips you're already doing and which ones you're gonna implement now moving forward. If you enjoyed today's video, girl, don't forget to like it. It definitely helps push this video out to more women who can find this type of information useful. And don't forget to subscribe, girl. On this channel, we do all things fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. So if that's what you're looking for, then I am your girl. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you beautiful people in my next one. Bye, y'all.